Now to world matters, and Ukraine is accusing Russia of kidnapping the head of Europe's largest nuclear power plant. The Ukrainian state nuclear company Energoatom claimed the Director General of the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant was taken on late Friday afternoon.
Well, apparently this came just several hours after Vladimir Putin illegally annexed Ukrainian territories. Well, let's talk to former Army officer and defence analyst Lieutenant Stuart Crawford, who joins us now. What are we to make of this, Stuart?
Good morning. Well, it's one of the other, another mystery coming out of Ukraine, where details are very difficult to confirm. We're sort of barraged by information, misinformation and disinformation, and sometimes it's difficult to find your way through what appears to be the fog of war. However, as we understand it, Mr. Murashov was kidnapped on Friday afternoon, or detained on Friday afternoon, by Russian forces who have occupied the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant since the early days of the invasion and taken away somewhere. The reason for that, or the purpose of that, is not yet clear. But I suspect it's got something to do with the Russian wish to bring the nuclear power plant under the control of the Russian state-owned agency, Rosatom, the energy agency. And of course, the plant itself is still staffed by Ukrainian personnel who some have said have been detained there against their will to run it.
How dangerous would it be, though, if the Russians took over that nuclear power plant? Presumably they would still, I mean, they might not have any right to, but they would still run it responsibly?
Well, I think so. I mean, the fact of the matter is that the plant has actually been closed down. There are 6 reactors there, and the last one was closed down in September. So as far as I'm aware, and I'm not actually an energy expert, but as far as I'm aware, it's not producing any electricity. The Russians have been using the plant general area to conceal some of their military equipment. And of course, nobody is keen to try and attack that military equipment in case there's damage to the nuclear facilities themselves. The danger is not so much the reactors, which are housed in fairly sort of secure silos or towers. It's to the cooling system, which prevents the meltdown of the core, and the pumps, which are electricity driven, and also the waste store, which is on site. But I suspect that the long-term plan would be to divert the production of electricity from the plant, if and when it started up again, away from Ukraine and into Russia itself.